Welcome back to Sprague Homestead. So a couple years ago we put out a video about how to make money off your homestead, because this is a subject that we constantly see asked over and over and over. How do you make money off your homestead? So we put together kind of 5 categories of how to do it, basically some general ideas. Well, at the time when we made that video, we actually didn't have things in all 5 categories. That's why we did it kind of like a general. Well, today I'm going to do a kind of an update to that video, and I'm going to share with you things that we actually do as of this year inside those 5 categories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use clips from our previous video. That way it will describe the category itself, and then I'm going to give you the exact examples we do here at Sprague Homestead in those categories. So here is category number 1. So the first subject we're going to talk about is selling knowledge. Now, some ways you can do it is to possibly write for a blog. You could write for your own blog or to somebody else. You could conduct seminars, teach classes, and it's basically the knowledge you have from homesteading. How do you monetize that and get it out to people in either a written video or some way in person to teach? So for us to sell knowledge right now, the things that we do is I am a writer. I've been a writer for a few years. I have multiple clients that I write for, depending on what their interest is or what their business is. Now, Nikki has also done writing in the past. She has written for a off-grid homestead blog, and she's also done some other things in real estate. Now, beyond that, we also do a meat rabbit class that we have one coming up. That will be considered for some of the knowledge we're going to sell. That way it's monetized. We don't have a podcast or anything else, and also, yes, our YouTube is monetized, so you could say some of the knowledge we share there via YouTube is also kind of a way to make money. So category number 2 was...
So the next topic is selling things off of your farm. This is stuff like selling chicks, selling breeding birds, selling vegetables, starts, hay, anything that you're not going to have to put a huge amount of effort into as far as making a secondary product, but this is the primary stuff like eggs and that sort of thing.
So for the primary goods we sell here off the farm, a lot of it is going to be we sell a lot of our live animals. So we sell goats, chickens, chicks, whether they are fresh hatches or they're a little bit older. Obviously sell turkeys, ducks. We also sell eggs from the birds themselves to our hip campers. So we have a lot of different ways. We have like primary goods that we sell directly off the farm. So here was category number 3.
So the next way is to sell a product you yourself actually manufacture. Now this is where you're going to take things like milk, make it into cheese. You're going to knit, crochet, quilt, make candles, make soaps, maybe tan rabbit hides, that sort of thing.
Now for secondary or manufactured goods here off our homestead, we do sell processed chicken. We can sell that legally in Oregon, so we do that. We have bread that we have available for our hip campers. We also have split firewood. It's not a direct product, it's kind of a secondary handle product, but we do sell split firewood for them. Nikki also does do some handmade goods in quilts. She does some crochet, she's done soaps in the past, she does some sewing, and then lastly we are also now getting into our own line of merchandise. So we don't exactly make this here. It is sold through Teespring itself, but this would be considered kind of a secondary manufactured good for us also, because we do make a couple dollars off a t-shirt here and there. Alright, so category 4 was... So another way to generate some income off your homestead is to offer a service. Now you could do farrier services or cutting goat feet on the side. You can also use your homestead as a venue. Maybe you do some weddings. You allow campers to come on some of your property and camp. But it's a matter of how you use your land and your property to draw in people to use you as a service. So kind of some of the services that we do, we have the ability to cut feet for goats. We do our own, so we have not done that to anybody else, but we do have it as a service for that. Once in a while, Nikki will offer transport for rabbits when she's going back and forth to shows, or if we're traveling anywhere. Since she has carriers available, she can haul rabbits and really any kind of poultry, etc. We've taken those up when we did that one, our big loop a few weeks ago. She hauled rabbits up to drop off, also picked up to bring home. And then lastly, under service, we're going to throw in our hip camp. As of this year, since we've been doing that, we've been pretty happy with the results of it. But we offer camping here on our property down in our hay meadow for campers that want to come in. And then also, again, going back to the secondary goods of breads, eggs, etc. All that is available for people to enjoy here off our homestead. And the last category we talked about previously was... Okay, so the last thing we're going to tell you about is really selling entertainment. Now, I'm going to classify this as more YouTube, and it's because you're not really selling knowledge on YouTube. It's more of you're selling the entertainment of it. So, entertainment. Now, I've said before that I would say yes, YouTube probably falls into that because sometimes we do offer entertainment, or at least try to. Now, beyond that, we have facilities here that we obviously, you could say maybe camping falls into that of entertainment. We do homestead tours, or we're going to, for our campers eventually. This year's been kind of crazy, but going forward, we'll probably offer that out as kind of like a one-on-one or one-on-two, since it'll be Nikki and I. That families could come in if they want to move to the area, or they have questions in that, they could come in to the homestead here and just kind of hang out with us for a little bit. Check everything out. You get some one-on-one attention to ask questions, advice, anything else. So that's something else you can do. We don't necessarily have parties, weddings, or anything else, but we probably could put something together. If somebody said, hey, I'd love to get married down in your hayfield, we could probably do that for somebody else. So hopefully that is able to answer a few of the questions that we constantly see of how do we make money off our homestead. There's a lot of general categories, but I thought, we have finally all 5 areas covered in some facet. So I thought, let's do an update of that to kind of give you guys an update on how to do that from your homestead with exact examples from our homestead here. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. Any other advice, drop it down in the comments. Otherwise, we'll see you next time from Sprague Homestead. And as Nikki says, happy homesteading.